What's up, my friends and fellow collectors out there? Today, we are doing something special. We are going to be unboxing, building, and reviewing this new Lego Batwing. It's time for a nerdgasm. Welcome back, my friends. If this is your first time to the channel, we do a lot of collecting topics on this show. We do everything from unboxing videos to toy hunts, and yes, the occasional Lego build. So again, if this is your first time on the channel, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on all of the content. So yeah, guys, the Lego Batwing, this is gonna be so dope to build. So before I get started on this, I wanna give a special thank you to my homeboy Bernard for hooking me up with this one for my birthday. He's the same guy that hooked me up with the Batmobile last year that I built, and now I'm gonna get to build the Batwing, so I'm really pumped about this. It's gonna be a fun build. Look at the size of this thing. I don't even know if this is the actual size of it, but if it is, it's gonna be pretty big. So let's take a look at the box and then we'll unbox it and see what's inside. So it says that there's going to be 2,363 pieces to build this one. It's for 18 and over. So all you little kids, this one is not for you. But the front looks like the Batwing. So you can see this is from the '89 Batman movie, the only Batman movie that matters. And to me, when I was a kid, man, I was always pumped about their vehicles that they came out with, right? The Batmobile, the Batwing, they were super sick, you know, when I was a kid. Never saw anything like that before. So that's why I have an affinity to these pieces. I love these things, man. Just remind me of my youth when I was young and somewhat good looking. Anyway, on the side, we got Batman, and it says Batwing here on the side, or it says Bat Plano. Batwing and Bat Plano in Spanish, all right? On the back, you can see that it shows what the Batwing looks like from a perspective view. This can be mounted on a wall, according to this. It looks like it comes with a stand, so you can display it on a stand. Gotta imagine it's gonna be pretty wide. I'll give you guys the measurements once I build it. And then it comes with 3 characters. So you have Batman again, just like you got with the Batmobile. Looks like you get Alfred, or no, not Alfred. You get one of the Joker's henchmen. And I don't know how I mixed that up for Alfred. And then you get Joker in the top hat. You know, so that's your versions right there. Then you got the Batman symbol here, and then you have the Michael Keaton Batman silhouette going on right there. So that's it. Let's open up the box and see how many bags we get. And before you is the colossal mess of Lego bags that you get in this box. You get one book, so you get the book right here. Stickers are in the book. And then if you are gonna buy this, used after somebody's already built it, make sure you get this many bags. So let's see how many bags this comes with. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You get 25 bags in this entire pile here, all right? So that's it. That's all you get with this box. Nothing else. There's no loose pieces. So let's get to building. All right, after a long day of putting this together, it's finally here. It's finally all together. This thing's pretty impressive. Very awesome looking piece. There are some things about it that when I'm comparing it to the Batmobile that I did last year, that I feel are maybe a little bit simplified, in comparison to the Batmobile, but mostly everything about this thing is badass. From the construction all the way to the details that they threw into this, makes it look very cool and just a really nice piece to see in your collection. So right off the bat, let me give you guys some measurements and let you guys know what it is that you're getting into. And I can't find my measuring tape. Dang it! Where's my measuring tape? All right, so if you're gonna display this, you're gonna need about 20, what am I gonna do from the bottom? Nearly 23 inches wide from this side to this side. And then from top to bottom, this guy is about 20 inches from the nose to the tail of the ship. And then with the display like this, he's not that tall, about 10 inches tall at the very front. So not too bad. This Lego set cost $200. Like I said, I got it as a birthday gift, so woohoo! My birthday's next month actually. So yeah, very cool. So what do you get with this? You get this book with the instructions. You're definitely gonna need the instructions. Lots of stuff that go through this, lots of details. What I do like at the beginning of the book is they have a little bit of a forward on the build of the ship, how they came up with it, going over the designs of the original Batwing from the 1989 movie. So that's pretty cool that they include that. And other than that, it's just the instructions on how to build it. It's very simple to put together. What I like better about this one over the Batmobile is that it's much more sturdy, even though you see it kind of wobbling on this base. This is a very solid ship. When I built the Batmobile, anytime I go to move the Batmobile, I cringe because there's little parts on it that seem to always fall off, and it drives me absolutely bonkers, anytime I go to move it. So I finally found a space for it, and I don't think I'm ever going to move it from that space again. It's because it really annoys me every time something falls off of that car. With this one here, this thing is built rock solid, okay? So, I mean, it is, I've lifted it. If you saw it when I was taking and building it, I was spinning it around, moving it around. I was not worried at all that anything was just gonna fall off, like what happens with the Batmobile. So that's a plus. The downside to that is, though, there's no hollow areas in this ship that I can see where we can put some lighting in it like I do with my other Lego set, because I like to do that with my Lego sets, which would be kind of cool to have, like maybe some lighting in the cockpit area, or maybe, some lighting for the guns, or even lighting up here at the headlights, That would be kind of cool to have. So that's something that this one doesn't include. The other thing that's a little bit strange is they don't really have a mounting space for the compartment here on the cockpit. It kind of just pops off, There's no lock, there's no hinge, anything like that. The Batmobile, they really designed that to make it seem, like it did in the movie, where it kind of slides forward to open. Whereas this one here, it kind of just rests in place. All right. But something that's really neat about this thing is that if you wanted to mount it on a wall, you could. So this comes off this base here, which I'm probably not gonna be able to get back on. And then you can mount it. Here, I'll give you guys a look of how big this thing is. It's so dope though, man. Look at that. It has that whole bat symbol thing, just like in the movie, when he was like going up towards the moon. This is really, really cool. And then if you look at the bottom area, look at that. Look at how that looks, man. So freaking neat. The way they designed this. Really cool. I can hold it. Doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart. But like I was saying, if you wanted to take and mount this to a wall, you would take the seat out, and underneath the seat is a wall mount. And then you just slide in the same hole that you put this this bracket here that you're holding it up with, and then you can attach a bracket there that you can mount directly to the wall, and you can just have it sitting on the wall, which that would be a really awesome display in my opinion, especially, you know, somebody coming in and just seeing a big Lego Batwing on the wall. That would be really, really dope. So besides that, other things that you get is a 3 characters, just like you did with the original Batmobile. This time you get the Joker, and the Joker is at that scene where he kills the, I believe it was the commissioner. No, he didn't kill the commissioner. I can't remember who he killed, but he killed him with a feather. So it's that scene in the movie where he has that, and then you have that henchman, that bald henchman that he had in the art museum with the boombox. All right. The Batman suit looks very similar to the other Batman suit, so those don't look any different. Although you got Batman on this one more or less smiling, whereas in the other one he kind of looked, I believe, serious. One thing I felt that was kind of strange, even with the other one, you know, well, actually, the other one wasn't so bad. But when you have the Batwing, I would have liked to see the Joker as you see him at the end of the movie. You know, since that's what the Batwing was going after. That would have been kind of neat. Another thing that would have been kind of cool too is if they actually made it in scale with the figures, so that you could put the minifigure inside, or at least make some figures that can fit inside the vehicles. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Other things that you could do with this, the side wings here, these I don't know what they're going to call, rudders, I guess. They fold up and down like that, okay? And then the center one pops right off like that and breaks. All right, I got it back on. It kind of moves a little bit, but there's not a whole lot of play in that as well. So the detail about this thing is really where it's at. You know, you have the flaps, look, they open up like that. That's cool. You know, that's something that is really neat. I like that. You have the turrets at the very front of the ship, but you know, they don't fire or do anything like that. So they kind of just sit there. And then I really like the design of the turrets on the side. Those look really kind of cool. Although I would have liked to see like they did with the Batmobile, where they kind of pop out like they did in the movie. You know, that's something that I felt like they spent a little bit more time with the Batmobile, designing it and making that look as authentic as possible. And on this one, it's got a hell of a lot more simplified feel to it, which is probably why it's got the $200 price tag versus what the Batmobile I think cost back then, which I think it was like $300 or so for the Batmobile. I can't remember anymore. But yeah, you know, so I feel like you got more bang for the buck with the Batmobile than you do for the Batwing. But I just love the way this ship looks. So, I mean, for me, this is all just style. So I just think it's really, really cool. So yeah, man, it's a really fantastic ship, you know, to have, you know, and just to add to the collection, just to have it with the Batmobile, and hopefully other vehicles from the various Batman movies. They'll introduce them, and you can have them all side by side. I know they've already done the Tumbler, but I don't know, what other ships would you guys like to see come from this? You know, maybe the Bat Bike or something like that, or a Bat Boat. You know, the '89 movie was it for me. So it's like these two ships are the most iconic for Batman, at least for me anyway. So I just, you know, really excited to have this one. I'm going to try to find a place on the wall where I could put it, because, you know, I feel like it's sitting on a display like this is not really doing it any justice. Be kind of cool to have it up on the wall where people are just like, whoa, you know. So again, guys, you know, what do you guys want to see? What would you guys like to see next for Batman, or what vehicle would you like to see from Batman? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this Batwing before I break it, you know, if I'm knocking it too much with my hand. Seriously, let me know what you guys think about the Batwing in the comments below. And as always, guys, until next time, keep it marvelous.